What's going on, everybody, and welcome back to the channel. In today's video, guys, it's gonna be an insane video. It's not gonna be for you guys looking for the vlog. It's gonna be for you guys that are looking to learn, looking to see how the markets move. I'm one of the very few people in the world, I believe, that knows how the markets move and how to find profitable, high quality setups day in and day out. I do so every single day in my Discord in front of hundreds of people, which I've been coaching for over 4 years. I promise you have extremely high win rate with really high risk to reward. But I want to help you guys out. It's Christmas around the corner. I want to give you guys a gift. I made together a PowerPoint, break down the core concepts that I use, or the core idea that I use to look for in trading. Now, I've talked about some of these concepts before, but I'm going to be putting it all together. And if some of these concepts don't make sense, don't worry. Just go to my YouTube channel. They have every single concept in itself broken down. I just can't write all of them in one single video, but I'm going to be putting them together. Now, again, this video is going to be really important, guys. If you show love, I'm going to make a follow-up video to go in more details about every single thing. The YouTube page is almost 10,000 followers. Make sure we get it there. And again, it's probably one of the most important videos I ever made because it's going to be showing you guys step to step on how to combine most of the concepts that I have talked about years in and years out on the past 5 years now going on into the markets. So we're going to talk about how the market moves. Then we're going to jump a little bit into the charts, and I'm also going to be breaking down today's trades because it's going to be kind of relative. So anyway, BCC concepts, how the markets move by yours and only Antonio Russo, man. So Big Gains Club, you can see the little logo there. If you want to join and trade live with me every single day, code 39 at checkout to get yourself a nice discount on your first month. The truth behind the markets, no one's put it down like this. How to master the AMD, which is now really popular concept, accumulation, manipulation, distribution, and how everything works within it. Sell and buy models, we've heard that before. They're all part of distribution phases of the AMDs, but AMD is always going to be your core concept, right? And I want you to emphasize this little thing down here before we jump into it. Do not look for patterns, right? Do not look, let me move myself. I'll put myself right there. Do not look for patterns only. Right? Look to understand the concepts I teach you or you learn in general. And once you master that on a deep level, then everything starts making sense. But if you're just looking for pattern trading, like, you make fun of guys that trade bull flags, bear flags, you do that, you're like, oh, those are retail traders. Well, you're the same thing. If you just learn it for value gap and you trade for value gap, it's the same shit, right? You're always within 4 stages. Here I have a typo, it says 3, but it's actually 4. Why, Antonio? The AMD is 3, right? Why is it 4? Because within the distribution, you have 2 phases, right? The 4 stages are expansion, accumulation, pullbacks, and manipulation. Within the expansion, you're going to have pullbacks that continue the expansion phase. That can be bullish or bearish. During the accumulation phase, it's when price goes sideways. And obviously, the manipulation phase is going to be the manipulation phase. I'm going to break this down 3 easy steps, guys, and keep this video as simple as I possibly can, just so that something tries to click in your head, especially for my students that trade with me live and I've heard me talk about this day in and day out, and they're just missing for kind of like that. As always mentioned, the markets is like a puzzle, and you put all the pieces together, and then the puzzle piece finally clicks, right? And we don't need to make these videos too, like, you think because you see an NCT video and it's 1 hour long, like it's teaching you something crazy, right? You think because there is a time aspect of like this video is 1 hour, that video is 15 minutes, the 1 hour video will be better because there's more information. No, guys, and the best example I can give you is these books. Pick up a book and read it. Out of that book, it's 120 pages. Only 20 pages were actually important. 100 were dialogues or just fillers, pretty much filler episodes, to make that book bigger so it makes sense for you to spend $30. That's all that is, right? More is not always better. It's all about quality, not quantity, right? Step 1, accumulation. Before you're looking for an MD, the number 1 step is always an accumulation. This is kind of where it all begins. The price needs to build up. Think about your cooking, right? Think about boiling water, boiling something. You need to boil before you pick a direction because you need to build up the momentum. You need to build up that volume. You need to build up that liquidity, create liquidity to then make a move either up or down. You can find this on a small time frame, guys. I have a couple examples here. These are just nothing but example. What is an accumulation? Well, price goes sideways, guys. And this is when you want to avoid it. When you're like, damn, Antonio, when can I expect to not trade? When should I not trade? When you see this, you see accumulation, you wait. You're not trading within it, right? This is the accumulation where most traders block their accounts, right? This was actually a 9:30 open, guys. If you were trading on Thursday, this was a 9:30 open. Thursday, whatever the fuck today is. Today's the 12/16. So yeah, Christmas coming up. The accumulation phase is when you will use your tier pocket, guys. If you don't know how to use the tier pocket, golden pocket, I have plenty of videos on this. But hey, if this video gets over 1,000 views, which is, guys, it's not a lot. I'm asking 1,000 views. That's all I'm asking. I will make a following video talking about only the golden pocket and tier pocket. I don't want to add it to here because also if my videos ran for 45 minutes, your attention span is like this much, right? Because we all watch TikTok and our attention span is very small. So I want to separate them so it's easier to digest and easier to learn. Your accumulation phase is when you will use the tier pocket to find your manipulations, which will be the next move, right? If we talk about accumulation, next is manipulation. You gotta think about this. If you see your manipulation, look for distribution next, right? Don't look for manipulation into an accumulation. That doesn't really make sense, right? And if you just distribute it, guess what? Expect price to accumulate. Expect price to go sideways if you had a really strong move one direction. You've heard me say this all the time. Right? And how does that look? Think about every single tool that you have and when you need to apply it. Every confluence plays a role, but you have to understand how to use it, guys. You have to understand when to use the golden pocket, when to use the tier pocket, when to use the fair value gap, when to use liquidity, when to use equal highs, lows, and anything you can think of, 0.5, all that needs to be within it. Now, look, you distribute, right? Look at this bullish move to the upside. I'm in a good spot right here. You had this bullish move to the upside. And guess what I'm thinking? If I just had an A, if this was my accumulation, what am I looking for next? If this is my accumulation, sorry, my distribution. Sorry, I'm a mistake. That was a distribution. I'm looking for an accumulation next, all right? You see? Now I know in which phase of, I have a video on the YouTube channel called 3 Phases of the Market. Now you know. That video is from 2 years ago, I think. And I don't even know if I'm spelling this shit right. So I know I'm waiting for an accumulation. If I know I'm waiting for an accumulation, then I can fib out my overall area, my accumulated area, my range, which is this green box, gives me a TR pocket, which is this case right here. Manipulation. I know I'm looking for manipulation, right? To understand now, this is my manipulation down here. And I can look for distribution, guess what, to the next level, which will be in this new high and also pushed into TR pocket. And you see I'm putting all this together, and I might have the last slideshow of today. It's going to be kind of like step by step. You can take a screenshot, you can save that, right? I did that for you, so I hope you appreciate it. Number 2, manipulations, guys, is again another example. Manipulation move is when most traders tend to get taken out. You know, when you price saved my stop loss and then he fucking mooned. Or price saved my stop loss and then he tanked. How did I know? Right? You're part of the manipulation move. You're entering in that range. You're rushing your entry. And you're not waiting for the manipulation. Wait for your manipulation and see a V-shaped recovery. That V-shaped recovery, guys, is when. It's kind of your cue. This is when you look for your IVFG, right? If you look at every 1 minute IVFG in a distribution, you're going to get cooked. I promise you. But if you wait for this and then look for your IVFG, then that becomes a high probability setup. Or that's where you look, your manipulation, look for your divergences, right? Think about this step as when the market makers screw over the most people so they can rile price it up after an accumulation period, right? You also have to think about this always. When are the market makers looking to screw over the most amount of people? And how can you not be one of the guys that gets screwed over? And then we see this is another example, right? Tier pocket after accumulation manipulates. I'll make this a little bit bigger so you can see it. Come on, make this bigger for me. There you go. You see? Different example from the one earlier. All these examples within the last 4 days. Look at this IVFG there. See plenty of IVFGs here. Kind of chopped up, the accumulation. But this is your range, high to low after distribution to the upside. Tier pocket with the liquidity low there. Take that out, V-shaped move. Your IVFG here, retest of the IVFG in combination with the golden pocket, distribute to the upside. Is this making sense? Is this clicking? If it's not, come ask questions with me live every single day. Code 39 at checkout if you're a new member, right? Invest in your education. Lastly, distribution will often be the longest of the phases. When price distributes to higher time frame carriers, right? That's why, this is why we're not on the range all the time. The distribution tends to be stronger and longer than everything else and takes price in certain swings up and down. Imagine days that price trends one way only those will be trend to be a larger time frame distribution phase, and that's where the best days that you can make a ton of money in. This will be done in multiple phases, but the first pullback should be giving you an entry in your golden pocket. Remember, we use the golden pocket when we have an extended move. We're using golden pocket in distribution. We're not using golden pocket in accumulation, right? So you see here, this is the long distribution right here. This leg down. You flip the top, the bottom, price retraces, the pullback, right? We talk about distribution. Within a distribution, you're going to have two major pullbacks. The first one will tend to be the GP. The second one will tend to be the 0.5. Okay? Writing that down? I hope you're writing this shit down, guys, because nobody's putting it like this. Can go watch some bullshit boot camp to learn what a fair value gap is. Nobody uses golden pocket. Nobody uses tier pocket. Nobody can time the market the way I've timed it. Now, don't say I'm doing this 100% of the time because nothing's 100%. But consistently, profitably, and look at that. How perfect that is. Traders in the golden pocket. That could be your entry. This is a larger time frame. I'm showing you guys from large time frames all the way down to 1 minute. What is price? Does anybody know? Price is fractal, which means high time frame ideas should work on lower time frame ideas, right? Just understand that time frame that you're in, right? Again, I'm trying to keep this video long. Market movements of the market movements. I'm gonna zoom out here a little bit for you guys because this is, and I might have to hide myself, unfortunately, for a minute. I know you guys love to see me. Hold on. There you go. Okay, the market is moved. Okay, I might have to make myself small. I know you guys love to see me, but I'm gonna be right here, right in your face. Market movement. So this is how it works. Sorry, here. This month shouldn't be here, but I know you guys don't care. Well, I was using a little preset thing to make my slideshows. There you go. Guys, just keep in mind, all rights are by BGC. If anybody teaches it like this, they learn from me. Just keep that in mind, okay? So market moves, number one. This is where you're waiting, stay patient. Accumulation, right? We're putting all this together. Number two, we're using the tier pocket within accumulation to find where the manipulation bottom or tops will be. Right? That's your number three. Number four, look for displacement, right? That V-shaped recovery. That's what displacement is. V-shape. You have a key low, key level, key tier pocket, straight down, straight right back up. That's when you look for your IBFG. Also look for liquidity to be taken, right? Then you get your first phase of distribution, right? Is when price kind of rockets. Don't FOMO up there. If it is a proper setup, if it is a good setup, price will always retrace back down to you. That's when you wait for your GP entry or 0.5, guys, and that's when you're going to get your high RR win rate trades. And you can use this within your buy or sell models, right? It's going to be your first entry within those sell models, buy or sell models. And lastly, deliver to the damn target. And bonus points if this happens all within key time frames such as 10 a.m., 9:30, 8:30 when there's news, midnight, those sort of deals, right? Hope this is making sense. I hope this is helping you guys. I hope this is what you guys were looking for, what you guys needed. 40 minutes of no bullshitting, guys. This is straight getting to the point. We're learning. This is nothing, guys. If you're one of my mentorship students, guys, mentorship students have gotten this, but 40 hours worth of it. This type of style of video. So I'm just giving you guys a little something, a little Christmas gift, right? Now, let's straight jump into the trading view. We're going to have to resize this because TradingView and Google Slides are much different, like sizing thing. So you guys can see all this. It doesn't really matter too much, honestly. Let's look at NQ. Today we're going to launch one chart, remove all our drawings. Let's look at NQ today. We're going to jump out a little bit. So what do we see here, guys? Sure, so I'm just making sure the sizing is done correctly. We'll zoom out a little further even. 1 hour. I really like this on the 1 hour. You know why I like this on the 1 hour? What does this look to you? So this is the weekly open, guys. Look at that. This here to this here, the weekly opening gap, was a big gap up, right? Big bullish gap up. And what's it going to be? What does it act as? Acts as a magnet for price to fill, right? Look at that. This is the hourly, right? This is the hourly. Stay with me here. I think I just moved my camera, but it should be fine. Stay with me here. So what does price do? Price ranges the beginning of the week. This is an hourly, right? So it takes a minute to play out. Spots out and goes up, right? Does not fill this fully. Kind of dips here, but goes up. Takes out the previous high. You want your manipulation to be within 4 to 6 candles on average right now. It's always going to be exact, but 4 to 6 candles. Right? Manipulate, distribute to the downside to fill this. This is your magnet for the week, right? We're all with me. Accumulate it, manipulate it over the high, distribute back to the downside. Now, we zoom in. Look at this 2-hour candles. What are they? If you're on a 50-minute time frame. What are they? Accumulation after distribution, right? Am I right? Then we manipulate with an SMT. There's an SMT here with ES. Pull up ES. Let's pull up ES so that we can see that. Right here, you see this? The manipulation move sometimes will be with the SMT. You see that? I gotta move myself 1 second, sorry. Right here, you see that? Yes, new low, and Q non-new low. That's your manipulation move right there. I could take it on Q, could take it on yes, whatever. Doesn't really matter. You can see price, right? V-shape up, manipulates down, V-shape up. What does it do? We take our sorry for cussing, but brother, every time I do this, I don't know why. The tool, the flip tool, and the other tool look at angle. What does price do, guys? Fair value gap GP. That's when you use it, right? First phase of distribution on a Q and ES. Worked on both. First phase of distribution there. You cannot chase this move. You enter here, high risk to reward trade. Distribute back to the top side. Right? In this case, still distributing. Should distribute all the way to the top of the range. Do we see that? Are we understanding that? It's a lot. Guys, it's not meant to be easy. Right? It's not meant to be easy. Sorry, the accumulation move came right here. So it'll be easy. It's not meant to be pretty. Right here. Sorry. Trying to find it. Also, in Q is a little trickier. Right there. A little shaky, but that would have been your clear manipulation here would have been on yes. So I took a long on yes. I'm still holding a long on yes from that day on my swing trading account. SMT manipulates down. We ship recovery there. Can long in Q and yes. Doesn't really matter. All the way to the highs. Then all the way to the top of that next range. How I use that? Knew when to use my TR tool and when the accumulation was. Knew when manipulation happened. And then knew when to use my GP to enter after first stage of distribution. And then knew where to target, guys. And this is how you catch these banging trades on all time frames, all time zones, all assets, crypto, whatever you want. That's all it is. Hope this video helped. I'll give you guys an example of a trade I actually took on a larger time frame with it. If you want more, guys, at 1,000 views, that's all I'm asking. It's not a lot. And get us to 10,000 followers. We're almost there, as always. Peace out.